This could really put me in danger. So I don't know what you'll do with this information, but I need you to kind of... I'm just going to tell you guys because I respect and love both of you guys a lot and obviously want to do a lot more work with you guys, so I really need to tell you about this. Okay. But if this gets out that this was me that said this, I'm kind of fucked.
Why would you be fucked? What are you talking about?
Okay, so I know the conversation the other night, Ash, about the whole Ray situation and finding that car, finding the Porsche, blah, blah, blah. I think, Benji, you know exactly what I'm talking about now.
How do you even know about that stuff?
Well, me and Ash had a conversation.
Okay.
Just in general, because I had a catch up with Ray the other day about doing some business with them and Russ, because they're kind of around AU time, right? And then I had a chat with Ash about it, and she was like, "Oh, be careful." I'm like, "Oh, why?" And she was like, then told me the whole story. You guys know I do a little bit with HNO, and I sort of chop cars and whatever. That's besides the point. But Ray came to me a couple of weeks ago and mentioned that he wants me to get rid of a car for him. But it couldn't, like, this had to be like, I had to make sure no one else was there. I had to not tell anyone. It had to be like a fully proper planned thing for him to get rid of this car. And that was a Porsche. It was a Porsche that he reached out to me. He came up to me. He took me to a side. We're actually at Uwe, which makes this hilarious. We're in the car park, and he took me over to the corner, and basically told me that he's got a car, needs me to remove for him. Like, he's been trying to get me to help him out with some other stuff. So that's, you know, whatever. But he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I need you to get rid of a car for me. It's a Porsche, one of the four-door ones, the one that you've been looking for, you know." Which I didn't even know he had it. Like, I didn't know anything about any of this shit. But as soon as I heard about Ash, I literally have a message in my phone from Ray saying, like, what we talked about, don't tell anybody, you know? And I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. But I needed to tell you guys because, you know, JJ's my boy. You guys are my homies. And, you know, we've fucking looked after each other for a very long time. And, look, I know how Ray works. I know how their whole crew works.
Oh, yeah? How does their whole crew work?
It was in the East. Oh, well, their crew over everybody. Ray over everybody, you know? Like, Ray wants things like even just from an outsider's perspective, I don't really do much with them at all, but seeing how Ray operates and seeing the things that I've tried to offer him, you know, he's like, cool, I'll take what you've got, but I'll kind of offer 0 in return. Like, even with Hayes, I was like, you know, he wanted like a discount, but really didn't want to do anything for it. So I was like, yeah, I can kind of see, like, even the tiny things, right? You know, you can kind of always see how someone works and what someone wants from that sort of stuff. But as soon as this came out and what they did to you guys, and then the whole, I have this VIN scratch car. It is obviously a VIN, the Porsche. Wanted to get rid of it before they got caught with it. Like, now it all makes sense as to why it had to be a hush hush. Because I was like, yeah, I'll help you out, whatever. Like, crushing a car, I don't give a fuck. But as soon as it all came together, and he was like, I got it, like the whole hush hush around this crushing this car or getting rid of it. You know, he didn't want anything for it. He wanted me to keep whatever I get from cars. Like, didn't want anything for it, you know?
So he just wanted to let it go, like it was something on his guilty fucking conscience. It needed to be a,
don't tell a single person, get rid of this car, and it never happened thing. Like, you know, just a fucking daily kind of thing, you know? So, yeah. But now you can see why that it directly involved me. And if anyone finds out that it was me that told you, then I'm kind of fucked.
How are you?
You know how I am.
How do you feel? What do you think is gonna happen if somebody finds out?
I think it's more so that, like, I'm not with a group. Fuck, if I had a CG chain on, if I had some sort of chain on.
Oh no. Listen, ShaneO,
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Listen, if I ever use this information,
but I'm a business owner, bro.
If this information ever gets used and your name gets linked to it, and then Ross try to go for you, don't worry, man. I got your back.
Yeah.
I will go to bat with you
Well,
every single day. I'll have my boys close their eyes and clap them till they fucking wonder how the fuck they got into this mess.
Well, that makes me feel a bit better about it. Because that's the thing, bro. I have a lot of information. A lot of people come to me with fucking everything. I'm not tied to anyone, right? So I can just be a sounding board for a lot of people, you know? And none of that information ever goes anywhere. I keep it to myself. I help people out. But when it's directly with people that I really fucking... Like, I love you guys, man. Like, I know we don't do a lot with each other, but if there's anyone in this city that's kind of fuck with you guys and I know a bit of info, man, like, I'll always try and obviously do it in the best way possible, but normally I try and stick out of it, but this I was like, fuck, this is way too much, man. They snaked the fuck out of JJ and the boys at the start, try to put a hit on them, the whole fucking... Look, I'm not going to lie, that whole parachute into prison, pretend you're in prison thing, kind of fucking five-head, not going to lie. But the whole fucking dogging the boys and the cart and then putting the hit out, like, it didn't sit well with me.
Yeah,
so
you see, the thing about
this...
The thing about that, all right, Shane. Like, I'm willing to forgive and forget, you know, a lot of fucking things. And like, if he even...
Yeah, fuck.
If
100%.
he at any point admitted to what he did, like before you told me this, the redemption would always be possible, in my eyes at least, you know. In Ash and the other boys, probably not. But you know, I could, you know, try to make sure they calm the fuck down. Otherwise, you know, they just start clapping. But well, you know, this is another story now, and now I know who the fucking, you know. Sometimes snakes are hard to find, but when you identify them, it's good for the future, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. And people will always seem to find a way of talking too much, you know, especially around the wrong people. People tell me so much shit, bro, and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have told me that. Like, because now it puts me in a shit position, right? Because I don't really talk about the stuff, you know. I'm a pretty fucking clear kind of down the line kind of person, right? It's I know a lot about a lot of shit, but I'm not really involved with anyone.
Snakes in the grass, watch your feet, yes.
Yeah, cool, or whatever. I do my own shit, you know. I get my businesses sorted. I make sure the people that help me out get helped and get looked after. But this one didn't sit right with me. You know, I kind of based off this. It kind of like, I know how these guys operate, and it's fucking very fucking snaky, very dog acty. So I was like, nah, this hurts the people that I care about. So fuck them.
You know, I really appreciate that, ShaneO.
Yeah, that's all good.
I got that kind of shit goes a long way with me, man. I hope you know that. If listen, if anything ever leaks and then you got a problem with Rust or whatever, we'll take care of that. All right?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Just let me know, because
for now,
Hayes gang, bro.
This information is just going to be used in a way that you know, we just keep ourselves safe for now, you know. But
yeah,
eventually,
100%.
if something happens, at least we know who
a little bit more ammo
are.
for you to not do shit with them and look after yourself, and at least I hope it kind of ties the ends to shit you were trying to figure out, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A little bit of closure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Close his fucking lungs.
Anyway,
next.
Oasis, what the fuck's that about?
That's a little investment group that's made up of me, Ash, KJ, and James Hayes. We're trying to invest into different businesses and stuff, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, well.
Fuck me dead. I'm fucking
else?
shocked by that. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you hadn't said anything for a bit. I was making sure you're okay.
I'm just still fucking processing all that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
As soon as you were telling me, like, I was just sitting there in my mind. I was like, I'm going to listen. I can't say anything here. This has to be a private conversation. But from the day you told me, I was like, holy fuck, what do I do with this information? I was like, I could not say anything. But the thing is, like, if it came out one day that I knew, then that's directly fucking, you know, going against you guys. And at the end of the day, if it's you guys over them and Russ, like, I'm 100% picking you guys, you know? So.
Oh, well, the thing about Rust is, like, I think their own members don't know what the fuck they fucking want, man. So that makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Every time I meet Kaiba, he's just complaining about his group. Flair doesn't know what the fuck he wants because, you know, he feels abandoned half the time. I mean, that's always gonna happen when your leader has, like, you know, literally another crew that he actually belongs to. So the Rust boys are the Rust boys are the Rust boys are literally fucking side pieces, man.
Yeah. It's kind of like CG and Street Team, right? But Street Team are like directly involved with a lot of shit. So I can't imagine any of them would feel side. But then you've got Ray's group. I know they're not different, kind of a little bit different to a gang, I guess, but maybe that's why. Maybe Ray wanted to start his. I really have no idea what the fuck they do, or really know much about them, so I'm not really going to sit here and say, you know, either which way. But yeah, as soon as I heard about this, I was like, nah, fuck it. It's fucking not right. Seems weird.
I appreciate that, ShaneO. I mean, like, I don't know I don't think we've ever done anything against Ray, you know? And for him to choose somebody over us, that's, you know, it's, you know what the funny thing, it's one thing betraying me, but betraying Ash, man, that's like another thing too, because, you know, that's double the pain, man, so.
100%. You know, I just realized what's terrible about this location. If you're standing in the windows of the Rust Tower, you can probably see this spot.
What's the Rust Tower?
Oh, well, the Rust building you can go up inside of, you know?
What?
It's like right there.
What?
The scrapyard?
Wait, you mean the Rogers salvage?
Yeah, the big scrapyard. You know, Ray owns that officially. The whole Rust team, like they own the whole thing. The whole scrapyard in that big building on this side of it. That's theirs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rusty heap
Probably a
of
bad
crap.
to talk. True. Anyway, well, I gotta go because I gotta go back and sort Hayes out real quick. Hopefully, Chica's car gets sorted. Also, really quickly, Mike Small. Is he friends with you guys still?
Oof.
No.
He does not exist to me, man.
Okay, good, because I hate that cunt.
Yeah, that kind of is fucking weird, man.
You know, he called me the other day and he was like, "Oh, hey," and I didn't have his number. Actually, it was really funny. Let me tell you the conversation. That you'll probably find this funny. Hang on, where is it? I've got to search for it. Hang on. He's a fuckhead.
I feel like that is a man who has gone through so many bouts of amnesia.
Okay,
I don't know what's going on with him
ago.
anymore.
ShaneO, I want to work at the drift school, but I'm mainly NA. Am I shit out of luck? I replied, I don't even know who this is. I didn't have his number, by the way. He goes, oh, no, some other shit, no, ShaneO, but blah, blah, blah. I was like, you've known me for years, ShaneO. I was like, well, why is our first message from 10 hours ago? I didn't know at this stage who it was.
You don't,
Anyway,
do you remember what that kid tried to do?
Well, you know what? I only found out the other day because he actually called me. No one had actually spoke to me about that.
Well,
he called me. He's like, "Oh no, this is awkward. I know it's a bit of a weird conversation." I was like,
So,
what do you mean?
do you remember when I was a Vago?
Yes.
So when I was a Vago, when I approached you about investments and stuff, ShaneO, that was something that was actually completely separate. I didn't know that at the like on the side that they were trying to hustle you, you know. And
well, I didn't really know either.
No wonder you thought
recently.
I was fucking trying to snake you when we were having the conversation.
Oh, 100%. Now all the pieces get put together. I'm like, fuck these Vargo cunts. They're trying to steal all my shit. Because at the same time, Adam Prince was like, I can get you advanced lockpicks. You got to give me 20% of haze. I was like, cunt, I can get advanced lockpicks from anyone without giving them that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was just like, that's dumb.
So
and then Vargos were driving around the front going, this is going to be our business soon. Fuck you. We're going to take it over.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that,
One,
right?
I don't even have the ownership or the keys yet, cunt, so I don't know how you're getting it. But then, yeah, he basically told me, Mark called me the other day, and he was like, oh, no, this is weird, whatever. And he's like, oh, you know, the only reason I tried to get the drift school, and I was like, wait, I didn't even know it was you. So you kind of threw yourself under the bus there.
Well, he admitted to that.
So, 100% said it to me on the phone.
So, okay, so apparently this is how messed up that whole thing was, okay? So you know Adam Prince?
Yes.
So apparently Mike tried to pull off Adam Prince being like his pawn, right? And he got Adam Prince to run for a judgeship. And that judgeship was supposed to fuck you over when it came to the drift school. But then I'm like, how the fuck is that supposed to happen when the judges got to be objective, right? Like, that's not the way they're going to be going about business. And guess what I find out? I meet Adam Prince, like, randomly at a clothing store one night, right? And he's like, nah, fuck that Mike guy. He's an idiot. Like, he's working for me. And I'm like, what do you mean he's working for you? I thought he said he was... So that shit was messy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
But basically, he told me that the reason he was trying to get the drift school is so that because I would choose the drift school over Hayes. So if he got approved for the drift school, then he would make me take the drift school, then he could get Hayes. Like, that was his whole plan.
So this guy decided to admit
mechanic shop.
to you all his plans to fuck you over and then asked you for a job.
Yeah.
Wow. That's something special.
I laughed and hung up.
That is special, man. That is
I know.
special.
Like, if nothing ever happened from it, just keep it to yourself. And then ask for a job.
Jesus.
I'll still think you're a bit of a sus cunt, but like, I'll probably give you a job and let you do shit. But now it's like, you've literally just said, hey, I tried to fuck you around and destroy a year of work, but can I have a job because it didn't work out?
Jesus
Fuck,
Christ. That's a mess, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute fucking mess. Holy shit. I'm dying now.
And that is it, guys, for the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more. Thank you.